Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
Welcome back to our channel.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Vlogmas day 3. Technically, on the low, we'll let you guys in on a little secret. It's still Vlogmas day 2.
Yeah.
But for work reasons and like family reasons, like I'm not gonna see her all day tomorrow, so we are just pre-filming this so that we can stick to the Vlogmas plan.
It's hot.
Because we said we're gonna do Vlogmas, so we're gonna find a way, even if we're busy all day long. Like, we're gonna pre-record at home video, so I know it's not like a legit vlog, but
yeah, we have to do that a couple times this month because I'm gonna be out of town.
Yeah, but it's
for
fine.
A weekend.
You guys are still getting a video from us every single day, so
yeah.
I mean, where's the harm? So what are we filming today, babe?
We're doing the diabetes tag. I wanted to do this in November, obviously, for Diabetes Awareness Month, but I just feel like we were really busy. Like, we didn't really get a lot of time to do, like, the videos that I specifically wanted to do, so we're going to incorporate those into Vlogmas. The holidays is a difficult time of the year. I find being a diabetic, just because, like, the extra stress and such. Yeah.
Okay, so she wrote down these questions she wants me to ask her.
I did. Somebody asked on our channel. I want to start off with that. Like, I just want to say, like, somebody asked, I forgot to write it down. If diabetes is easy to live with, or if something I put in the back of my mind. And in a nutshell, like, it's constantly on my mind. Like, there isn't a time of day that I'm not thinking about it in some way. Like, wondering what my sugar is, like, thinking I don't feel good because of my diabetes. So it can be manageable, and some days are easier than others, but I wouldn't say it's easy in general. So with that, there are 7 questions. We're going to do this, like, interview kind of style. Alyssa, I have them written down. Alyssa is going to ask me, and I'm going to answer.
Yep.
So let's get started.
Okay, so the first question is, when were you diagnosed and what type? Explain that there's like different types. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So there's 2 types of diabetes. I was diagnosed with type 1, February 4th, 2014. I was 2 months shy of my 16th birthday. I was in the hospital, and I came home on the 7th of February from the hospital, which is my little sister Cameron's birthday. And it was just like a really big, I don't know, it was a lot of emotional, like, stuff. So yeah, February 4th, 2014.
Okay, the second question is, do you use a pump, a pen, or other?
I have a pump. It's not on me right now because I changed my clothes, and I just bolused some medicine because my sugar's a little high. I didn't give enough when I ate, so I'm trying to come down. So I have a 670G right now. Actually, we're filming, like, our camera is sitting on top of my brand new pump box, which hopefully we're gonna do an unboxing once I figure out what to do with my pump when I unbox it, because, like, I have to take it to my doctor to get it set up and everything. So I got the brand new 770G. I'm super excited about it. It can, like, connect to my phone. Like, there's just so many cool things that I'm, like, really excited for. I was on injections with a pen when I was diagnosed for a long time, and then 2 years after I was diagnosed, I started pump therapy. So this new pump that I have, the 770, is my 4th pump. And I also have used syringes, so, like, hardcore needles, and that was my least favorite. I hated it. So yeah, I have a pump.
You've used a pen too, did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I said the pen.
Okay. Wait, guys, if they only knew, like, how ghetto our setup is, it's literally the box, like she said, and then it's like a game on top of it, and then so does get that, and then for our ring light, because the lighting is so bad in yellow, she has her phone flashlight propped up.
Yeah, hopefully it stays on the whole video. I don't want this video to be too long.
Ooh, okay. So question number 3. Moving on. Are you more likely to go low or high?
High, all the way. Like, I will be high, like, all day long. Like, not in, you know, that kind of way, but, like, my sugar is like 10 times more likely to go high than it is low. And it's not because of like poor management or anything like that, because I do what I'm supposed to do, other than counting carbs for the most part. Like that's something that I need to work on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just checked it a couple minutes ago and it was 316, which like I don't feel bad because my sugar, like I've lived with high sugars for so long that my body's just kind of accustomed to it. Like if it starts to get a little higher, then I'll start to feel it. But 9 times out of 10, if I feel sick, it goes high. If the weather changes, I go high. If I am upset, it goes high. Rarely do I go low, but when I do go low, I feel it. The lowest I have caught my blood sugar is 52. And it's weird because like I was telling Alyssa about a dream I had a couple nights ago. I woke up and in my dream, like my blood sugar was 15 and I didn't know where I was or anything, and it like scared the crap out of me. So luckily with this new pump, I'm gonna have a sensor, so I'll be able to know my blood sugar all the time instead of just having to like check it whenever I want to know.
Yeah. Next question. What are 3 fun facts about diabetes?
I wanted to look some of these up just to see what, like, if I would miss anything, but I would say the most important, like, fun fact would be there is no cure, and it's an autoimmune disease. It's not something that kind of, like, that you cause, yourself. That would be one, I guess. I don't know what would be another fun fact. I can eat anything I want. That's a fun fact about diabetes. This goes in hand with another question that I'll touch on when Alyssa asks me. I think it's actually after this.
Babe. No.
I didn't.
Sorry.
So yeah, 2 would be I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want. As long as my blood sugar is within range and I give the correct amount of insulin for it, like so my body can break it down and manage it. And number 3, I think a fun fact. What do you think is a fun fact? I don't know, it's so hard to think about fun facts because like I don't think about my diabetes like on the outside perspective to explain it. I just think about it like internally because I just kind of do it all the time.
A fun fact. I don't, like, when I think about fun facts, like, I can think of facts, but I don't know if I call them fun facts.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. Anyway, we can come back to that in a different video. We can make a video called 10 fun facts about diabetes once I do more research.
I do think an interesting fact, though, is that, like, I'm pretty sure this might go for, like, a lot of diabetics, but I do know for her, I know for you, that, like, sometimes she'll think that she's, like, high, and then she'll check her sugar and it's normal, or she'll feel like her sugar's really low and then it'll be high.
Yeah.
Like, weirdly. Like, sometimes
my symptoms will be, like,
time.
misconstrued.
Yeah, it's weird. Because, like, for the most part, like, she can, like, like, guess what it's gonna be, and then it'll be, like, in that general, like, area, but then, like, sometimes she's like, what the hell? And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, like, last night, for example, I thought my sugar was really low because I was shaking, and I had all of the symptoms of a low blood sugar, and it was 196, completely normal, and I guess maybe I was just having a panic attack. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, there's that. Next question.
Yeah. Okay. What are some diabetes misconceptions?
So touching back on the fun fact about me eating whatever I want, whenever I want, within reason. So a lot of people think like, oh, you have diabetes, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't drink soda, you can't have cake, you can't do whatever. The biggest misconception would be like, you think that I can't eat it and I should control or whatever. But one of the very first things my doctor told me was to continue living out my life as a teenager as normal as I could. So if I wanted to have a piece of cake at like, or dessert wherever, to have it, but to make sure that like I corrected for it. So which means giving the correct amount of insulin And I think a lot of people, especially people like in my family and that are close to me, when they see like if I'm eating whatever, it's like I get questioned, and it's like, should you be eating that or should you don't? And it's kind of like, I get that they're coming from a sense of caring, but like, I don't know.
I think like that also comes from the fact of like a lot of people, even if you explain something to them, I feel like a lot of people think that diabetes is just diabetes and that's what it is, and people get it from like if
overeating or being overweight
or being overweight, and that's just what they think, and that's just what's in their head, and they can be told, okay, type 1 diabetes is this, it's different, and it's all these facts, and in their mind they still will just like perceive it in one way,
one big thing. And it's not like, there's so many different,
and not to say like people who are type 2 or whatever, or have whatever kind of diabetes, not to say that they can't eat whatever they want, because like you don't know like the circumstance or the situation, but at the end of the day, nobody should be eating like 20 pieces of cake. Like that's just a thing like nobody should be doing.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It's right for like people to like say like
you shouldn't eat this or that. Yeah,
like I don't think it's right.
I don't know. I don't sit there and go excessive and eat a whole cake to myself or anything. But if I'm having,
she doesn't at all. She doesn't at all. But like
a dessert or whatever, like I'm gonna sit there and enjoy it because I can. Like I don't know. Are there any other misconceptions you can think of? I don't know. Oh wait, there is one that I want to touch on. Diabetes doesn't happen to young people. That is something I hear this so much, like from the older generation out in public, especially. I can't tell you how many times I've overheard people talking about, or telling me specifically, I've been told, oh, you're too young to have that problem, you're too young to have diabetes, wait till you're older and you have to worry about diabetes and this, that, and the third. Let me tell you, I am 4 months shy of my 23rd birthday, and I have a lot of medical problems on top of my diabetes, and let me just tell you, it can happen to anybody. Age does not define anything. Like, it can happen to you.
That's like saying, like, kids can't get cancer, or like anything can happen to anybody. Like, anyway, any other ones? What was it like before you had diabetes? You don't want to put Emily. What was it like before you?
Oh man, life before my diagnosis was like any other teenager, any other 15-year-old, like any normal kid in high school, I guess. I was playing sports. I was very active in friendships and my athletic lifestyle and my family environment. I was very much a people person, and I participated in clubs, everything at school. I wasn't a popular kid, but I was a kid that did something. I was always doing something, whether it was with my younger siblings or at school or playing sports or with my friends or whatever. And I never thought twice about anything, like being sick or what I'm eating or whatever. Like, obviously I take into consideration what I eat now. Like, even though I just said I can eat whatever I want, like I do still take into consideration what I'm going to eat throughout the day and how much medicine I take for it. So like, that's obviously a big difference. But before diabetes, it was just like, you never really stop and think. You don't have to stop and think about like what you're doing with your life, or like if you're going to wake up in the morning. And you know, those are thoughts that I have now. So I think it was very carefree before. Like, comparing the two and looking back and thinking about it, like, I just lived like a teenager.
Do you think, like...
Sorry, I have an obsession with cracking my knuckles.
Do you wish your life was like that, or do you think because of this you live your life differently? Like, you don't take things for granted, you, like...
I always say that I would never change anything about my life or anything that's happened, because there have been a lot of things and things that should have turned out differently or things that shouldn't have happened to me. But I wouldn't change it. I mean, diabetes has definitely shaped me into the person that I am, and it does give you a different look and a different view on life in general. And we can go into the next question with this. So the very last question is, what have you learned?
Well, I've been fired.
Sorry, but you kind of like what you ask kind of goes into like the transition into the final things of what I want to say. What was I saying?
What have you learned?
Oh, I kind of just, the way I look at life now, thinking about it and then thinking about it like when I was 15, like I didn't know anything about life at 15 years old. And I thought I knew everything. And now, like, let me tell you, I have come close to not being here a lot, just from diabetes in general. And I think the most important thing is, like, I don't take things for granted like I used to, and the people that are here, because I have to stop and think about, like, you know, too much of my medicine that I'm taking can have a really drastic effect on my life, and too little can have a drastic effect. Like, I have to stop and think about every single thing and every little thing that I'm doing. So I think it's definitely taught me structure and stability when I didn't have it necessarily. Like, I had it in a family-oriented sense and like a school sense and everything else, but I think it really helped me grow into a well-rounded person in general, because, you know, I have to stop and just think about, like, you know, my life could be over after I'm done filming this, or tomorrow, like, I could not wake up. And when you are hit with that reality, like, some people watching this are probably going to be like, it's not that serious, but it is that serious. Like,
so, like, tell them, okay, so say, what if you went a day or a couple days without taking any medication? What would potentially happen?
I would die. Not necessarily. So it takes 24 hours for me to go. If I stopped taking my medicine right now, and didn't take it for a couple of days, I would start to feel really sick, and lethargic, tired. Like, I would barely be able to move. I wouldn't be able to carry out, like, I wouldn't be able to do things to my fullest potential. I would constantly need something to drink. My heart would probably beat out of its chest. I have heart problems already as it is. So I would start to lose a lot of weight. I wouldn't eat, because, like, when I've done this, and this was part of, like, an eating disorder that I had, where I would stop taking medicine because I was, like, body shaming myself and I wanted to lose weight. So I would drop weight. I would probably lose 10 pounds in about 3 days, just to put it into perspective. And my body would basically just start eating away at itself and killing itself because it's overworking. And insulin is a very important hormone that you need to survive. Like, you have to have it. If you don't have it, you'll die. Like, it's like you have to have blood in a sense. And it's like, I would go through, like, a withdrawal of that. So yeah, like, if I didn't seek medical attention within the first couple of days, like, each time is different on how long I've gone without insulin. So, like, I've gone a couple of days, or I could go a couple of hours, and I can end up in the hospital either way. So it really just depends on the severity and how fast things start happening. But if I start, like, throwing up and getting sick and everything, like, I have to go to the hospital immediately. And if I don't, then I don't really have good chances of making it. Like, it's like that. Like, it's a manageable disease, but it can, like, take a toll on your life.
Yeah.
Why you look so sad?
I'm not. Okay, well, that's all the questions.
Yeah.
Or is there anything else to say?
So, in general,
I have a really cute thumbnail idea.
What?
I'll tell you after we're done.
Love your diabetic friends. And don't take things for granted.
And don't make comments about diabetes. Ask questions. Don't make comments. Ask questions.
Live each day as it is. Take each day as it comes. That's what I do.
Live in the moment.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in our next video for Vlogmas Day 4. Have a good night. Bye.